It's now time for NRG This Week. NRG stands for Network Referral Group. To learn more about NRG, go to their website, nrg.online. It's now time for another episode of NRG This Week.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of NRG This Week. I'm Leon Thomas with NRG CEO and founder Mike Weiner. Hi, Mike. How are you?
Leon, I am doing super groovy. How are you on this beautiful day in Maryland where it's about 76 degrees, sunny? We're getting this for about 10 days. Anyway, how are you doing, my friend?
All is well. It is a great day. I was out earlier, out and about, and yeah, it is just a beautiful day. I could take this 365 days a year.
Me
Great
too.
weather we're having in Maryland, indeed. Folks, listen, to learn more about Network Referral Group, absolutely the best business networking organization in the world. You want to go to their website, that's nrg.online, or you can contact that guy, my long-term friend, Mike Weiner, at 443-756-9656. You can send him a text or you can email him. His email address is mike@networkreferralgroup.com. Now listen, I've been reading, and Mike, we'll talk just a little about this. I've been reading that chambers of commerce in some cities are closing or memberships down and they're not having a lot of events and so forth. If you're watching this and that's you, you're a member of your chamber, and I'm not bashing chambers. I'm just saying, look, if yours just isn't producing and you need to another way to network, you want to contact Mike at Network Referral Group. You want to do that. All right. So again, that's nrg.online, and it's so much more than networking. Mike, tell us about the extravaganza and everything else that's going on.
You know what? The extravaganza, it's coming up Friday, September 12th. It's 1 to 4. But we're doing a pregame. 12:30 to 1 is especially for new people. I'm bringing my top leaders. We're going to talk about NRG and the benefits of being an NRG member. I've been doing this now 25 years, 7 months, 4 hours, 3 minutes. Not sure about that, but at the extravaganza, we got a keynote speaker, Dr. Raz. We have corporate sponsors. We got 3 breakout rooms. It's going to be unbelievable. It's networking on steroids. It's 3.5 hours. You're going to love it. We're going to have all kinds of great stuff. And that's coming up Friday, September 12th. Leon, we sold out the sponsorships in about a week. I had to turn people down. They're done. Now the challenge, we want to go after, Leon, 200 visitors. We've had 100, but not 200. 200 members. We've had 100. But not 200. We're looking to double. And you know what, Leon? We're going to get it done. We got Labor Day weekend. I'm going to get a lot of work done. A lot of members are stepping up to help out. And I'm just tremendously grateful for everything and everybody. And come to extravaganza. If you don't come, you're leaving money on the table. You need to be there.
And that's again on Friday, September 12th. Is that correct? And
that is correct.
And how do folks log in? Is there a Zoom number or anything like that? How do they get info?
Yep,
How do
it's
they
going to be
become a
my
part of
Zoom number, Leon. Great question. 367-333-9689. And for your convenience, there's no password. I don't like all the passwords. So that's the number for you.
it? Wait a minute. Hit that one again. Give me a replay on that. Give me the no password thing. Lay that on me again.
367. God, my voice is gone. 367-333-9689. And there's no password for your convenience. I don't like passwords.
It is something. But you know the ones that I like the sites where you don't need a password, but instead they send you a code. Right? They text you a code. So you put in your email address or phone number, then it sends you a code. That way you don't even have to remember the password, right? I
That's
I
true.
like
I like that. I like that technology.
I
That's
like
awesome.
that. Now, Mike, I
Yeah.
have good news, but I have sad news regarding the 12th. It's kind of good and bad.
Uh-oh.
Kind of good and bad on
Uh-oh.
September 12th. Here's the thing, that I run what some say is the largest youth racquetball program in the country, Racquetball Revival. And to learn more about that, you go to racquetballrevival.com. Our kids, our older kids, will be in a tournament that day. They'll be in a tournament. I won't be able to attend. However, a member of the team from the Leon Thomas group will be there. I will make sure that the Leon Thomas group is represented at the extravaganza on September 12th. And again, to learn more about that great racquetball program, go to
I tell you
racquetballrevival.com.
what, Leon, since you're not going to be there, maybe you can do me a favor. Can someone from your organization play the NRG theme song at the extravaganza? I was going to ask you, since
Oh
you're
yeah.
not going to be there, what do you think?
Oh yeah, we can definitely make that happen. You want to hear the theme song now?
No, we're going to get to that commercial break.
We'll get into
That's
it at the
after
commercial
Elizabeth.
break. Okay.
That's after Elizabeth. Yeah.
After Elizabeth, we will do that. But yes,
Yeah.
we will make sure the NRG theme song is played. And folks, you're going to see it here later today. You just heard what Mike said. You're going to see it on this show. But
Yeah.
also, if you want to listen to it, if you go to YouTube and you just search NRG song, ding, it pops up. You can listen to it over and over again. Yes, you can. Okay, enough about that groovy song that was created by the Leon Thomas Group. Enough about that. Mike, tell us about today's guest.
So
Great
tell you
guest we
what,
have. Tell
Leon,
us
I've been
about
doing this a long time. I've worked with a couple hundred financial advisors and Anissa, who was on NRG this week, not that long ago. She brings this woman out, Elizabeth Barkley from Kansas. What do we know about Kansas? Toto. Toto's up in the air somewhere, right? That's what I know. I don't know anything else, even though she's a Chiefs fan. We won't talk about that.
it. Oh,
But
no, no, no. Come
I
on.
already ruined it. I already ruined. But I tell you what, let's focus on Elizabeth. She's got great personality. I've met a lot of financial advisors, Leon. How do I say it? A lot of them are dry. You just it's just dry. Elizabeth exudes. She's got charisma. She's got personality. She's got energy. She's got all the things you need to bring to the table when you're networking. And I saw her. She's all dressed up today. I've never seen her dressed up. She looks beautiful. The inside of her amplifies the outside of her. That's my way of saying, hey, she's beautiful inside and she's beautiful outside without getting in trouble with HR. But we don't have HR here. So I want to bring Elizabeth Barkley out to Studio 54. Elizabeth, we say Studio 54 because I like disco music. That was big back in the day in New York. Elizabeth's amazing. Leah, I'm excited to have her here. So, Elizabeth, come on out. I'm going to let you guys talk. I'm going to rest my voice. You look great.
Elizabeth.
It's great to have you here.
Wow. What an introduction, guys. Thank you.
You're
welcome to
welcome.
Studio 54.
Thank
Let's
you.
see
Keeps the
let's see
disco
some
alive.
disco moves. Come on, let's see some disco moves.
Staying alive.
That's before my age. I'm sorry, dudes. I'm sorry.
I know she is younger. She's
Wow,
younger than us.
that's
I guess
before your
it's
time.
like the whole like 70s. Is that gonna work?
Yeah, that's it. You got it.
Okay,
You
something
got
like
it.
this. Okay.
Yeah. And don't forget the Tom Willis.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Forgot that one.
Right on. Elizabeth, thanks for being with us here on NRG this week. Now, before we get into you and your business and all the great things you do, we gotta clear something up. Two somethings.
Oh man.
All right, two somethings.
Okay.
Mike, I like the way I say somethings.
It's
I don't
it
know what I
reminds
just
me of, yeah, and you also say, what's that other thing you said to Tanya the other day? You were interviewing her. Right on. That's like
right
from
on. Yeah.
JJ Dynamite. Good times.
Right on. Yes, right on. You gotta have the right ons and the. So
It's
here's the
true.
thing. We gotta clear this up.
Okay.
You're a Chiefs fan? Is it the? I mean, Mike. I think he said you were. I need you to confirm or deny. You're not a
I
Chiefs fan.
am a diehard Chiefs fan. Yes,
How
I
did that happen? How did that happen?
by the grace of God. It happened by the grace of God.
Oh wow! Now we're giving God the credit for you being a Chiefs fan.
Yeah, you might have to
And
edit part of the show out. No, I'm just kidding.
wow. Wow. And where's your college athletic allegiance to?
So my college athletic allegiance is a house divided. If we are playing softball or basketball, it's definitely KU, hands down. If we are playing football, it is K State. So
Okay.
that's where my allegiance is. Yes.
All right. Well, we're not supposed to talk about sports here, but somehow we figure out a way to do it anyway.
We
So
do.
Understand.
we
do.
figure it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We figure it helps folks, know more about you. That's all. So Elizabeth, tell us before the show, you told me some of the things you do. Tell our audience what you do. Then we'll dig in a little on that. Tell us what you do.
Absolutely. As Mike said, I'm a financial strategist. I have my health and life license, and I am just out there to encourage financial literacy across the nation. I'm here to educate, and I'm wanting to get as many young entrepreneurs the ability to learn how to become rich over their lifetime. Sometimes we're not taught that in school. So I want to reach out to as many people as possible and just increase their financial literacy in many ways possible.
Right on. That's really cool. So tell us, how did you get to the world of financial services and insurance? Now, how did you get into it?
Well, my heart has always been into caring for others. So I had a business where I worked with adults and children with disabilities for the past 10 years. That is under, of course, state legislature and Medicaid, Medicare, social services, Social Security, nothing but financial burdens. Especially most of my clients were low income based kind of clients. So I've always had the will and the drive to help them achieve what they didn't know they could achieve. My motto was always we don't take no for an answer. There's always some way to get to where we need to go, whether it's a service provision that needs to happen, whether it's a financial grant or supplement that needs to occur. And so that's just kind of how I've rolled into the financial side of my passion. I'm a very scientific thinker, is what I tell myself. I'm an ambitious entrepreneur, and numbers are just my jam. So I want to reach out to help small and medium-sized business owners and show them there are other possibilities than getting further in debt. And there are other ways to have working capital that works for them. And then also just make sure they know that they're protected with living benefits in case anything were to happen and they needed to take care of their business.
Hmm. Right on. I like it. And the thing that I like about what you just said is your background where you were in a position to care for others, and you see what you do now as your mission to
Yes.
care for others, but to help them financially, right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
really love that you are doing that. And another thing you mentioned is that sometimes we don't learn this in school,
Mm-mm.
right? So it's amazing to me how we look at our schools, both public and private, and we say, this kid is an honor roll student. This one is taking GT classes or whatever else, AP and all of that. And you look at what AP classes are you taking? I'm taking the greatest theory of this science, And I go, I'm thinking, how are they going to use that in the real world, right? How do you use
Right.
that? And I would guess that a lot of the things that you're doing, you're educating your clients as well, right? Because they haven't learned this anywhere. Is that part of what you do? Do you find yourself doing that you become an educator?
First and foremost, I'm an educator first. Absolutely. When you have a consultation call with me, there are no sales tactics whatsoever. We sit down and we look at your need. We look at your budget. We look at where you're at. And 75% of Americans are under insured, meaning that if something were to happen, they're one diagnosis or one accident away from bankruptcy. So I try to teach and educate my clients as they come in, and that's our first appointment. We don't talk about anything that comes with purchasing this policy or pushing that through. It's always about education, and we continue to educate for as many appointments as needed.
hmm I like it. I like it. And then tell me about some of the products that you have, some of the things that folks should consider. Kind of educate me, educate your audience some. What are some things? I mean, a lot of people have health insurance, right? They have life insurance or whatever else. But tell me some things that may be unique that you could educate us on here, keeping in mind, folks, that although Elizabeth is licensed, anything that she talks about here now today on this show is for educational purposes only. Your mileage may vary, or whatever else I'm supposed to say legally.
Right.
Okay, so don't hold us or her accountable for anything. She's just providing some free education here, folks. Okay, here, Mike, I got to get closer to make sure everybody sees. All right, folks. Okay, good. All right, go ahead, Elizabeth. Educate us on something. Tell us some things that probably we don't know that we should know.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, most of us have a 9 to 5 job. There are few and far between that either are self-employed or entrepreneurs, own our own business, things like that. So those that do have a 9 to 5 job, they're a W-2 employee. What you don't know is that those disability benefits that you have expire. Those disability benefits also only pay out so much. So you need to double check to see how much coverage you actually have. If you were in a traumatic car accident, would the disability, short-term, long-term disability payments actually be able to support you in the time of need that you are, and for what duration of time? So that's first thing I want to educate you on. Second one is educating you on your retirement plan. Do you know that basically a 401k plan is owned by your business until you no longer are employed at that business? So you tell yourself, the company's giving me a company match. I'm max funded. It's doing great. I have 300 grand in my 401k and I'm only 50. Well, that's great. You can't touch it for another almost 10 years without having penalties, without having any taxes, without having things going on. So we're going to discuss that. Do I want you to say put all your eggs in one basket? No, I don't. I want to show you about the diversity of being able to utilize the services that your employer does have for you, but also a plan B package for when you are not able to be employed. Now, unfortunately, nowadays, we're in a lifestyle that it's not what we're going to get diagnosed with, it's when we're going to get diagnosed. So we have great products that are covered in living benefits, meaning you don't have to die to use. And no, They're not an additional charge. We have a proprietary line of policies that all of our living benefits are attached to. So whether it's term, whole life, cash value life insurance, an IUL, an annuity, those living benefits are all additional riders that go on there with no extra charge, no hidden fees. I will show you the fine print, the whole 9 yards. The great thing about it is that my agency, we have an Alzheimer's rider. Not every company can say that. So they're saying that Alzheimer is the next generation of type 3 diabetes. And we know that more and more people are getting diagnosed with Alzheimer's and dementia. Those are things to think about too. Now, you asked me a great question of what else do we need to know? Well, we also need to understand that we can utilize these cash value life insurance policies as more than just a life insurance or a death insurance policy. You have to understand that we have upgraded our life insurance policies from the old Android flip phone to the new iPhones, guys. So just because we think of life insurance, we think of death insurance. That's not always the case. There's ways to protect your family, and protection first is what really matters. And that's my goal, is to get as much protection and as much knowledge out there to as many families and young entrepreneurs as possible.
I like it. I like it. So you're dropping the knowledge on us.
I'm trying.
Dropping the knowledge. And here's what I want all of our listeners and viewers to do. If you are thinking you have insurance, you have this, you have that, and you want to talk with someone to find out what you really have and to get some education and consultation, you want to contact Elizabeth. And here's how you do it. You can contact her via email. Elizabeth, what's your email? Go ahead and say it so they can hear you say it.
It's emeraldcityfs@gmail.com.
All right. And your website, please.
It's ecfinancialsolutions.com.
All right. And you can even contact you by phone or text, right?
Yeah, go ahead and
Right.
text me first. And
All
that
right.
is 785-371-3794. I'm
All right.
usually in and out of appointments, so shooting me a text first is always best.
Okay, right on. Now, Mike, check this out. Check out Leon's financial education here. Watch this. Watch this. You ready, Mike? You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, you check it out. Check it out. Elizabeth, a couple of minutes ago, you mentioned IULs, right?
Yes.
IULs. Mike, that stands for Index Universal Living Accounts. Is that correct, Elizabeth? How they do it?
Yeah.
I'm in Princely.
Yes, index universal life accounts. That's exactly right. Those are specific policies that we can put together to create your own bank of business or create a very strong magnitude of investment vehicle. So when we talk about, let's see here, Leon, what's your favorite car?
Oh, wow. My favorite car is a Corvette. Corvette.
Okay. So when we talk about investment vehicles, we talk about whether you have a Corvette. So you have two Corvettes. Now, I don't know the interior, which one's got like the prime interior package. What's that one called?
Oh, I don't know. Let's call it a Z1. I don't know. But
So we have a Z1 and then we have the stock model. So
Okay.
anybody can sell you an IUL or a whole life or a cash value life insurance, but it's depending on which you go to. Are you going to go with the stock model or are you going to go with the one with the extra trim package? Now, they may be the same price, but with the right agent, you can have it structured correctly to actually get you to the finish line. Or you have the mechanic that forgets to put oil in your engine and you only make it down halfway. You kind of decide what you need to do.
Right on. I like it. Dropping the knowledge, education right here on NRG This Week. So here's what we're going to do, Elizabeth. We're going to take a quick break, and during that break, we're going to hear the NRG anthem, the NRG song. We'll hear that, the NRG song with the video that goes along with it. Then when we come out of break, I'm going to ask you one question and kind of bring Mike into this. And I'll tell you right now the question I'm going to ask you, but don't answer it now.
Okay, I won't.
Okay. The question that you're going to get asked after the NRG song is this: how did you meet Mike and become affiliated with NRG? We'll be right back after the NRG song. Here we go.
More than 25 years ago, Mike Weiner made his start, turning warm referrals into a business art. NRG leaders bring passion and drive. They are committed to helping your business thrive. NRG will help you expand. Attend your first meeting, get 3 referrals in hand. Your network will widen and new paths to success will flow. With every member on your side, your business will grow. New relationships are made on every Zoom. And at extravaganzas when you're placed in a breakout room. One of the keys to getting it done is scheduling a one-on-one. Yeah, NRG will help you expand. Attend your first meeting, get 3 referrals in hand. Your network will widen and new paths to success will flow. With every member on your side, your business will grow. Come ready to play pinball once a week and tell us what you need. Everyone in your group will help you succeed. NRG This week airs Wednesdays at 3. After you join, you get to record a new member spotlight for free. Join one of the many meetings each week. Discover the referrals you seek. The speaker series and university are one of a kind. To learn more, visit NRG.online. NRG will help you expand. Attend your first meeting, get 3 referrals in hand. Your network will widen and new paths to success will flow. With every member on your side, your business will grow. Go to NRG.online.
Right on, and thank you again to the team at LTG for helping and being a part of developing that song. Mike, we've done a lot of songs at LTG. That's my favorite. I
This was
gotta tell
really
you,
good, man. That was
that's
awesome.
my favorite.
Thank you.
So we're talking with Elizabeth Barkley here as our guest on NRG this week. Elizabeth, how did you meet Mike and become familiar with NRG?
Well, it actually goes back about 2 months ago. I met with a co NRG member, Anissa, and she recommended me to meet with Mike. And I connected with him. We kind of talked a little bit. Things just didn't match up. I wasn't very proactive in my networking at that time. And then he actually followed up with me just the beginning of August and was asking me how I was doing, if I was still interested in jumping on and seeing how the networking group goes. So I said, sure, no problem. I jumped on, had a wonderful networking meeting with the people that joined us. I think there was about 10 that were there that day. So I got to meet all these new wonderful business owners. And then before I left the meeting, I walked out with 3 referrals that Mike were able to supply me, plus everyone else that was on the meeting. So it was amazing. And it's been roughly a little over 2 weeks now that Mike and I have known each other.
Right on. And look at that. 2 weeks and you're here live on NRG this
I know.
week. I'm going to step away. You and Mike go ahead and talk, and I'll join you back in Studio 54 here shortly. Here we go. Take it away,
Appreciate you,
Mike.
Leon. Thank you. So, Elizabeth, yeah, I pulled some strings. I was like, I really want to get you on this. I've had some folks They've been with me for years, never been on. I always try to bring energetic people, people that are hungry, they want to grow, and that was really what I got. So, Leon popped in there for a second. All right. So, infinite banking. This has been a hot thing with me. I'm gonna have you take maybe 2 minutes. I've got about 3 or 4 questions. What is infinite banking? To me, I've heard about it. It's kind of like you got your own bank with living benefits. Take 2 minutes, give us a general summary. You're probably not surprised. This is my first question because when you talked the first time, I was like, infinite banking, I need to know more. So share with myself and our viewers a little bit about infinite banking. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And infinite banking is not something new. It has been around for many, many years, and it is once called the rich man's Roth. Basically, it is a cash value life insurance, usually cited in an IUL, as we talked about before, and it's just fully funded. It's max funded, and you don't have to have a lot of money up front to fund your policy to utilize it as an infinite banking policy. You basically have to do it three ways. You have either time, you have money, or you have time and money combination. So that's why the education is important. I want to sit down, I want to get with you, I want to make sure you fully understand what you're looking for. Now, this isn't out there for everyone by any means. But if you are a business owner, if you are a small to medium sized business owner, if you are a real estate investor, if you are an entrepreneur that wants to elevate their business and you need additional working capital so that way you can invest in that fix and flip, so that way you can go and put more supplies or inventory into your market, or for those small service businesses who have to prepay for all of the jobs that they do and then wait 90 to 120 days to get reimbursed for that project. This is something that we need to severely talk about. And even if you're not, say you're just a family member and you have, I grew up with 5 brothers and sisters. My dad had 8 brothers and sisters. So if you have a large family, or if you want to leave some type of generational wealth to your children, start early. Start it where you can afford it. Make your budget out there, and then over time, compounding interest will multiply in there so much that it will just blow your mind. I help with people with their strategies that fit their customized needs. There's not a one size fit all scenario. So, and I cannot guarantee everybody can get this because it is based off of a life insurance policy.
Gotcha. Thank you for explaining that. That's awesome. Give us, and I know without mentioning a name, obviously, give us a testimonial of someone that you've helped, whether you're able to double their income, save them money on health insurance. Just give an example for our viewers of one of your success stories with one of your clients.
I would say the one that's most near and dear to my heart would be a medium-sized business owner. They came to me. It was a slow season for what they do. They do a specialty for customizing products and shipping and receiving, repair, those kind of things for their items that they utilize. But they came to me and they were like, this is the downtime. I have to lay off staff. I'm not able to have the revenue flow is not coming in as much as possible. And so we sat down and we did a customized case design for them. We were able to show them what they needed to invest, how that would work out, and when they could start their own bank of business policy at that point. And the greatest thing I could do is get that call a year later when they were able to use it. And they're like, you didn't understand how much that really meant to me. I didn't have to lay off my staff this season. I was able to keep them on board, and I didn't have to go to the bank and pay and get an operating capital loan and pay an extra 20% back to the bank. I was able to use my own money that we invested and that we were able to accomplish with.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So Leon asked you how we met, and you kind of rolled into your testimonial, but I'm going to go a little bit deeper. What would you say so far? And you've been with me a really short time. What do you think the biggest benefit of being an NRG member has been for you? I mean, you're really outgoing. I love that about you. A lot of financial folks are dry. You've got this. There's a Yiddish term with me being Jewish called chutzpah, and that means energy and pop. That's Yiddish. Elizabeth Barkley, you got a lot of chutzpah. That's what I love about you. But what's been probably your biggest benefit so far with NRG? And maybe it's the relationships, but I think it's important. A lot of our viewers have not been to an NRG meeting. They've been to another group. They didn't get the benefits. What's been the biggest for you?
Um, I love how much NRG is a cooperative. They work together. It's not like going to a BNI meeting and you are competing against each other. Even though BNI say that they only need, one seat for one profession and then we all refer to each other, it's still a major boys club competition. I never felt that I was welcomed going to BNI's. From the very first day, the very first meeting, the very first one-on-ones, everyone has received me with open arms. They've been very helpful. They've been giving me tips. They've been giving me resources, everything that I could ever imagine being immersed into this environment. I've already referred NRG to other clients. They've already came and possibly, had their first call with you, Mike, and experienced it together. It's just one of those things that since I've met you and I've met all the wonderful entrepreneurs that are a part of this group, I just can't stop talking about it. So I absolutely love it.
I love your answer. Thank you so much. You've got such a charming personality. You and I both resonate at high vibration. I'm big on law of attraction. Your vibration's high, mine's high. We connect. So no, I love that answer. Last question, 2 minutes. Here's my favorite question. It's kind of like Mike Weiner's final thoughts, but it's Elizabeth Barkley. You got 2 minutes. What would you say I have not asked you that you'd like to get across? Or maybe it's something you just want to repeat. Your final 2 thoughts, 2 minutes. What's important for you to get out there to the community? And it's been great having you on here, but give us your final thoughts.
Well, I would say if I had my final thought would be, and what you haven't asked me is what makes me stand out amongst the rest. Okay. And what makes me stand out amongst the rest is I'm a farm girl. So my clients are just not another cattle going through the chute and coming out and getting vaccinated and put out to pasture. That's not the way it works. So what makes me stand out amongst the rest, like I said, is continuous education. I'm always here for you. I'm always there for you. Once you're a part of my community, you're a part of my family, and I treat everybody like that. Like I said, I worked in the social service field and I had a little bit over 400 clients that I worked with and 12 employees. I know how to engulf people into my family, make them feel like they are a part of a unit. And Mike, that's already what I feel like with NRG. So I bring that to the table as well in the financial realm as well, in helping any entrepreneur that wants to jump in and create their own legacy moving forward. I'd be glad to educate them and get them going as well too. I really feel like what I have to bring to the table is extremely valuable for more than just the high income earner. It's also for the low income families that need some extra guidance and help as well too. So there's no discrimination on that as well. And if I can't help them, or if I don't feel like it is something that is in their best interest, I'm not going to sell it to them. I will do my best to counsel them so they have an informed decision when they come to the end of the day. So I think that's what sets me out from the rest.
No, I love it. I love everything you said. So Leon, I'm going to bring you back out as my voice cracks here a little bit. But Elizabeth, it's been great having you here. Amazing story. You got great energy, and I know you and I are talking about some projects together. So Leon, back to you in Studio 54.
Right on. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Elizabeth, thanks for being with us. And as I tell folks all the time, what you're seeing here with Mike, he is one of the kindest, most sincere people you will meet, period.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, Leon.
Right. And I think that's something that's often overlooked in business.
It definitely is.
We look at, they know how to do this, they know how to do that, but what kind of character are they? What kind of person? Right. Now, Mike is a character. He is a character that has character.
Yes.
And there are some characters that don't have character.
Hmm.
Let that Yogi Bearism from Leon sink in for a minute there, everybody. Right? He's a character with character. So give Mike my
Appreciate it.
highest recommendation to anyone, anytime. So Elizabeth, you said you'd never done a podcast or web show before. I told you it would be fun, easy, and cool and groovy. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I've never been on a podcast before, but I'm a girl that likes to gab, so this is, second nature, not a problem for me.
I think that's the title for your show.
Oh, what's that? The girl that likes to gab.
Girl that likes to gab. Girl that likes to gab.
There you
Right
go.
on. Well, thanks again for being with us. Let's make sure everyone has your contact information again. Elizabeth, what's your email address?
My email is emeraldcityfs@gmail.com.
And your website, please.
And my website is ecfinancialsolutions.com.
And they can send you a text at what number?
785-371-3794.
All right. And what's Emerald City? What's that got to do with anything?
Well, I'm from Kansas. So you didn't get that with the Chiefs and KU and K-State. And the fun part of networking online or through Zoom, everybody refers Kansas to the Wizard of Oz. So it was only fitting that I named it Emerald City Financial Solutions.
Okay.
And that is the other reason why I have my little red shoe behind me. So that way Dorothy knows how to come home.
Now do that point again to the shoe. That was pretty slick how you did that. Look at that. You right at the
It's really cool. I like that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
A lot of times when folks try to do that, they have to do the turn and the twist, and they wrong, and you pointing their head and everything. You got that down. Mike, what do you have in the background? You can go ahead and point. I'll do a point too. Then we're done. What do you got in the background, Mike?
My
He's looking,
Jamaica cup
the
from my
Jamaica
cruise.
cup. The
I
Jamaica
drink a
cup
lot of water.
from the cruise.
I know Leon Scott.
What am I getting? What am I getting, Mike? It's in my hand. I promise I won't change. What?
It's a trombone.
A what?
Trumpet. Trombone. That was a baseball player for the Orioles. Trumpet.
Never to be played in public right now.
As soon as Elizabeth had a red shoe, I knew you were going for the trumpet. I knew it. Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh,
and
nice.
Folks, thanks for watching another episode of NRG This Week. To learn more about NRG, check out their website. The website is nrg.online. You can send Mike a text to 443-756-9656. That's Mike Weiner, the CEO and founder of Network Referral Group. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.